Hi, this is Carol. Welcome to the Augusta-Richmond County Public Library Book Reviews. Today we're going to go from Lite Reads to Fright Reads. Meddling Kids, Edgar Quintero. Let me state, this reviewer does not do horror. I can scare myself without any help from fine writers of the genre. But in spite of the horror category being attached to this title, I decided I had to read it. Why? If you loved Scooby-Doo and the Gang as a kid, Meddling Kids by Edgar Quintero will tempt you to go down the nostalgia trail. As members of the Blighton Hills Summer Detective Club, young teens, Carrie, the brains and the beauty, Andy, short for Andrea, the muscle, Nate, a shy science fiction nerd, and Peter, the leader, plus the dog Sean, have solved their share of mysterious cases. Their detective careers end with the unmasking of the Sleepy Lake Monster, the inevitable bad guy in a scary costume. After this, the kids go their separate ways. None of the kids will admit to themselves or each other that while they were chasing the monster, they possibly came across real things that go bump in the night. Fast forward 10 years, Andy decides she's getting the crew back together to go solve the real case of Sleepy Lake. All four detectives, in some form or another, along with their new dog Tim, adventure forth to dig up their ghosts, put them to rest, and restart their lives. The suspense builds slowly, but at the end there are enough villains, monsters, guts, and gore to justify this being labeled a light-hearted horror novel, appropriate for older young adult readers, that becomes a nail-biter and a fun read all at once. Available through your library's RB digital service. Chosen Ones, Veronica Roth. Booklist writes, when Sloane Andrews and her friends defeated the Dark One, they thought the nightmare was over. But 10 years later, they are still dealing with the trauma. Esther channels her anxiety into a quest for Instagram approval. Albie is fighting addiction. Matthew, their leader, is unwilling to see just how miserable everyone else is, especially girlfriend Sloane. And though the Dark One is well and truly vanquished, strange happenings around the globe trigger questions about whether his deranged followers were able to bring his dark magic back. Then at Albie's funeral, something happens that throws Sloane, Esther, and Matthew into a world that turns everything they thought they understood about the Dark One and magic upside down. Roth's first novel for adults is driven by Sloane, a stubbornly unlikable heroine who wears her troubles on her sleeve, but doesn't truly understand her full power until the shocking ending. Available through your local Augusta-Richmond County Library. The Magicians, Lev Grossman. Publishers Weekly introduces Quentin Coldwater, a Brooklyn high school student devoted to a children's series set in the Narnia-like world of Fillory, is leading an aimless existence until he is tapped to enter a mysterious portal that leads to Breakville's College, an exclusive academy where he's taught magic. Coldwater, whose special gifts enable him to skip grades, finds his family's world mundane and domestic when he returns home for vacation. He loses his innocence after a prank unintentionally allows a powerful evil force known only as the Beast to enter the college and wreak havoc. Eventually, Coldwater's powers are put to the test when he learns that Fillory is a real place and how he can journey there. Available through your library's RB digital service as The Magician's Trilogy. It, a novel, Stephen King. Book lists summarize 6 adults living separately in a blessed fog of forgetfulness are summoned back to their hometown to complete the destruction of a horrific, shape-changing entity who breakfasts on the city's children. This same group first encountered the menace more than a quarter century before as schoolchildren in the 1950s. Their quest breeds some riveting chase scenes as adults and children alike flee from an assortment of menacing humans and slavering monsters, most of which are manifestations of an evil so vile its true nature can never be known. This horror staple is available through your local Augusta-Richmond County Library. And there it is, our Lite Reads to Fright Reads. We hope you enjoyed this, and we hope you'll check out some of the books. Thank you.